Hello, welcome to the Geordie Brothers podcast with me, Jordan,
And me, Daniel.
Daniel, my brother. So we've had a conversation before we started talking because basically I could tell that Daniel has had a few drinks and he just lied to my face for quite a while, saying that no, I've only had one, and this is what happens, isn't it, Daniel, with alcoholism? It's a disease that sort of makes liars out of people, and
Yeah,
it's what
I'm
it's.
sorry.
You don't
I
have to
do
be sorry.
apologize. That's just a natural reaction that you go to, like because you do feel like embarrassed about it, so you do try to lie to like hide it. That's just the reality of it, really.
Exactly, mate.
Um, I have had, I've had, I've had two cans before we've started. And I lied to my brother there, and I said this was my first one. I lied because I was embarrassed,
Yeah,
um, and I didn't want him to be angry with us.
I'm not angry, but that's the thing. Like,
But
from just giving it
he
from
found,
my.
he found this out because I'm not a very good liar. So,
Well, I know you too well, so that's the thing. And
my girlfriend Claire, she knows the same. She finds us out all the time.
well,
So
that's the thing, Daniel. You should just, as I say, just
I
be.
know.
I know it's very hard to be honest when you're in that sort of situation because you, I can like if I was in, I've probably been in that situation as well myself, but and it's hard to be honest when you think, oh, you're preempting the other person's reaction, and are they going to be? Is that going to make me feel bad? Am I going to be embarrassed? Are they going to be angry or disappointed in me, and that's going to make me feel bad about? So that's why people lie. You sort of preempt their reaction, and you don't want that, and you think, oh, it's much easier. It's much more of a less drama than if I just told this little lie. It doesn't really make any difference. But then, if you keep on doing that for a long time, then what I like to put it as is a little sort of metaphor, if we're being fancy. So if you put there's a lying vessel, blood vessel in your brain where the lies go down. Now it could start off really small, but if you keep on putting some lies down that vessel, gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and the lies become easier, and then the lies become bigger, and then you start lying more, and before you know it, a lot of lies can get you in, but bad relationships can be affected by lies.
I know.
I think that's the biggest thing, like honesty in relationships, and but with family and friends.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I spot on. I mean, well, that's the biggest thing when you've got an addiction. You try to lie your way out of it. Um, you try to you lie to yourself. To be honest, you lie to yourself, saying, "Oh, it's not that bad." I mean, I don't know how she's still with us. To be honest, Clay, my girlfriend. I
Well,
mean,
don't say stuff like
yeah, I
that.
mean,
Obviously,
I've lied to her. I mean, quite a few times now. Where I've said, where I've hid bottles in my bag and bloody all sorts, and she always ends up finding them because just like fucking Inspector Clouseau over there,
Vera.
Inspector Gadget.
That's the thing, but but obviously, people that you love you, like myself,
Yeah, I
uh,
know.
Inspector Gadget. Um, we know it's not down to you. It's the disease that has a hold on the brain that makes these things happen. So don't feel bad about yourself, and that's because that's another thing. We don't want you to feel bad for yourself. We don't want to make you feel bad. So it's important to realize that and to uphold your own self-image as much as possible. Because if you start getting on top of yourself, that's just only going to make it worse. And obviously, we're going to feel bad as well for, you know, putting stuff out. But it's I'm glad that we've sort of talked about this because it's it's important to talk about. And as family members, and obviously when I come up, we don't see a lot of each other anyway. But when I do see you sort of don't want to have these conversations. You want to sort of see people and it's like, oh,
Yeah,
don't,
you just want it.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
because you're there for a short time, you don't want to like spoil it, sort of
exactly,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, but
And
I
then,
mean,
but then it doesn't
yeah,
get addressed. You don't hear it from me. You don't sort of. It's sort of, and
I
it,
I
it,
understand.
it gets pushed aside. And
Yeah.
when you push things aside so much, it's just it's not dealt with. It's not good. But this is a reality. It's good to show people this is a reality. You had a drink last time before the podcast, which was absolutely fine because you were fine, and just one just to settle your nerves. I was like, oh no, because when we said we were going to do the podcast, we had a pact that we're going to do it both sober.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't mind that you had one last time, but obviously I'm doubling down here just for you for future, so you know how it feels when you do have a few drinks, and you know that if you are going to be like this next time, we're not going to be able to do a podcast.
Right. But I'm not that bad, really, am I? I'm not. It's not like I'm.
You're not
It's
bad.
not
No,
like
I
I'm
just
really
prefer
bad.
you. I prefer. I think you're better, and I prefer you as you were last time. That's all I'm
What?
saying.
How's that? It's like what? What am I doing? What am I doing wrong at the minute?
Well, I know. In your shoes right now, you feel like, oh, I'm not doing anything. Like when I'm drunk, I'm like that as well. Everyone is, but
No,
when the other
it's not like
person
I'm.
can
It's not
see,
like I'm. It's not like I'm like going over the top or like I'm sweat. Like I'm sort of being horrible or anything like that.
oh
Is
yeah,
it?
no, it's just like you sort of can't be. You're not like on it as much, and you look drunk with your eyes like it looks.
No, that's just because I'm absolutely not at that. I'm absolutely fucked. I'm getting up at like 4:15 in the morning,
Yeah,
and I'm you know what I mean that's nothing that I've only had a couple. That's nothing to do with that. I'm just it's just I'm tired.
no, it's like it's the mannerisms, man. You can't see it from my perspective. I can't explain it, but I can like. How did I know? If there wasn't a difference, then how did I know then?
I don't know, just
So
but
just take my
I
word
am
for it.
absolutely not
Just
that.
take my word for it. But it's
But it
okay.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's just carry on.
Let's wipe all the shit off, as we used to say. Remember? Wipe all the shit off.
The fuck?
Do you not
Who
remember that?
cares? Who cares, man? Who cares? Well, we'll just carry on, see how it goes.
I know, but we used to. Can you not remember when we used to say wipe all the shit off?
Wipe all the shit off.
Do you not remember that? Like we used to say, like, oh no, wipe all the shit off. Never mind.
It may come to us. It may come to us.
See,
You know.
if you are sober, then it might have came.
Fuck off, man.
All right. Well, let's move on then, because I've got a few more things that I would like to add to the little things that get on your tits. But have you got anything to add in that realm?
Um, just them younger brothers that asked you to go on a podcast and then just seem to have a go at you the whole way through. I mean, I hate it when that happens to me. All right, absolutely twats them, aren't they?
Well, I don't. You know what mine is as well? Older brothers that are late to the podcast when you start it, and they're fucking 2 cans in, pissed, and slurring their words and fucking going like that.
I'm not slurring my words, man.
You're slurring your words, man.
I'm not slurring my words. I'm fucking.
Adrian,
I want to sound of it.
cup me, Mick. Cup me.
No, man. Honestly, no.
You're fine. You're
I'm
fine.
honestly
Oh,
totally all right, man. I'm all right.
I know
I'm
you're not fine. I'm just double that.
sorry.
I'm doubling
Sorry.
down because just to make you know, just
Aye.
to be better next time. That's all. I'm just like, you know what I mean.
Oh no, yeah.
It's out of love, man. Love and peace, man.
People like this. People like this shit, man.
Yeah.
You know, people like this shit. Like more chaos, the better.
Yeah. Well, they're having an argument.
Fight.
So, I'm not going to fight you again after you pummeled us when I was a kid. And put
I love that. Oh,
put my
that.
foot,
They
put my
were
foot
the good old
into my
days.
lip. Fucking just working behind the jab. I was about 4 foot shorter than you. I'm not fucking shorter than you now. Just working behind the jab.
We got what Dad's signed boxing gloves out the hanging on it.
He must have like fucking queued up for 3 hours to get them gloves, and we're just like fucking.
Well, it's a fault for leaving. I mean, I've told Clay that they just left us to go on a night out when we were only like, but how old were we? Like, you know, like 10 and bloody 10 and 8 or something like that. And she couldn't believe that.
Well, that's how it. That's fine, man. That's how it.
That's how it was back in the day. But I was
Back
like,
in the day, the good old days. The good old days when I had polio. The good old days. You could leave your door open, and all the kids had polio, so they couldn't run very far. Right, so one of my things that get on my tits is British people, probably mainly, no, all British people, English people, British people that use Americanisms such as dude.
Oh.
And like wasted.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that.
Jesus. It's only ever I think it's only ever the posh fucking twats that use them words in it.
Posh ones, the ones that are goths and the smell of BO and have tattoos and PR. I like goths. I think they're really nice people, right? They're out there, they've got like tattoos, they've got like, you know, mascara, piercing. They're like some music that I like. And when you chat to them, they're really, you know, they're nice people. But they just say dude. And especially when it comes out of the Geordie dialect, dude.
Oh,
it gets on my tits.
Sickening.
I got wasted last night.
Wasted. Fuck off. Anyone who says that, honestly, wasted.
I got so wasted last night. Fuck off.
It makes your toes curl. Like me dad used to like saying, "Oh, it makes me toes curl."
Makes me toes curl. Just have to my charger on. Sorry about that. And also, let me go on to this. I'm ready for this. Again, do you watch the Stick to Football podcast?
Yeah, with Gary Neville and
Gary Neville and Ian Wright, Jamie Carragher and Jill Scott.
what's he called? Oh, what's
Roy Keane
Roy Keane? Oh, yeah, that's it.
and Jill Scott. Yeah,
Just Scott. Aye.
they have put her on the podcast. Great to open up the women's side of football, right?
Mm-hmm.
They never take a blind bit of notice what she says. They never listen to what she says. She's just trying to get into the conversation all the time, and they don't. Most of the time, they don't take a blind bit of notice what she's got to say. They don't listen to her. They're trying to do a good deed, look good. Oh, look at us, we're really inclusive. Got a woman on. Well, fucking listen to her. Listen to what you're being the example of men that are shit men and that don't
Right.
listen to the woman.
I've never. I mean, I've listened to a few of them. I've watched. Well, not listened to. I've watched a few of them episodes. I've never noticed that. Like, I think I'd have to go back and watch them.
Honestly, it happens all the time, and it just infuriates me. It really put me off that podcast because you can hear
Oh,
Jill in the background trying to say, "Go 2 minutes in the most recent one, right? 2 minutes
right.
in." Jill's tries to say something. Goes, "Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, right?" And that's like a lead into, "Oh, I've got something to say. Stop talking, so I've got something to say." But no, just
Oh,
ignore her and just start talking about. Gary Neville keeps on talking about toffees, and Jill's trying to make a point, and she's got a really good point, and she's got like good things to say. But the amount of times, honestly, people at home, watch through the podcast yourselves.
oh, yeah. I'm
Just
ashamed to say I've
count,
never even noticed that.
count how many times. And I'm passionate because it's happened a lot. Because I'm right here.
Yeah,
Count how many times they either interrupt Jill, don't listen to what she's said, or completely disregard her.
well, you can tell she's only on. They've only got her on there as like the token dirty woman. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're gonna do that, then make her involved and make her
Let that
like
talk as well.
talk about the women's game. I mean, obviously, sometimes they let do it, but it's not enough. It's not right. It really irks me because it's so uncomfortable for me to listen to. If you're gonna have her on, make use of her. If not, then don't have her on there.
Exactly. Aye. What's the point? That just you that obviously just using that as like, oh, well, we've got a woman there. There you go. What equal rights? Blah blah. There you go.
Yeah, and it doesn't work for me. The dynamic doesn't work. I much prefer restless football myself. I don't know if you listen
No,
to Gary Lineker.
I love that one. Yeah, Lineker, Shearer, and Richards.
Oh, Gary! Oh! That's I me Gary.
What impression? What impression's that? Is that Gary Lineker?
That was Alan Shearer.
All right.
Alan Shearer. He talks like this when he gets into comments. He raises his voice like he's shouting a little bit. And he loves to swear.
Oh, he thinks that when he swears, like that's like the ultimate banter. Like whenever he swears, he thinks that's like that everyone's just.
It must have been shit to have you, Mika. I'm fucking swearing. Look at me, I'm a fucking laugh.
I'm fucking swearing.
I was so fucking good and laughing like.
I used to be like a quite down dim fucking footballer, but I'm swearing now. Hey, look at
Gary,
me.
oh yes, a fucking big you fucking twat. You fucking cunt sausage. You fucking little crisp nonce, you fucking wanker, you fuck. Oh. Oh, aren't I funny?
That's the whole premise of the fucking podcast, isn't it? They just friggin' take the mickey out of each other. It's like, I mean, I like listening to it, but it's just the same. It just seems to be the same all the time. Like friggin'.
It doesn't matter, man.
Oh,
People just like listening to people talk. Like,
this episode's about goals. You won't be interested, Micah, will you? You didn't score many goals, Micah, so you won't be interested in this episode, will you?
ooh, Michael. Ooh. Oh, Gary, what you saying to me? Oh, oh. Oh, that was something. Like, you just said something normal, but I'm laughing at it.
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh man. Oh yeah, it is mad though how much like football stuff we just consume, even though it's just mind-numbingly the same.
It's all the same, isn't it? It's just all the same bullshit.
The
But we
pundits,
still
the
do it.
pundits just say anything that any Tom, Dick, or fucking Harry in a pub can say. Like they're just like Roy Keane. He hasn't said anything original or incisive about the game in about fucking 20 years. Well, I wouldn't say
People just
20 years.
people just love him because like he's
Yeah,
like
his personality. It's his person. He's got a great personality.
I say it how it is. I say it how it is. You know,
He
fucking
just
I
got
don't
goals.
give a shit.
You've got to win football matches. You've just got to win football matches. That's all you got to do. Some terrible
Honestly,
impressions there.
I know it's ridiculous.
But yeah, but we'll keep on watching because we've got fuck all else to do.
Oh no, that's it. You know, if it wasn't for the football, you know, you'd be not got.
Aye.
That's
And
it.
it's good. Euros are coming up as well, so that'll be.
Aye, that's it. I heard it's only like 60 odd days till this Euro start.
I tell you what, there was a question on Restless Football. Have you ever cried at a match or something, or cried watching a match?
Cried.
I thought thought back to the 2018 World Cup,
Mm.
watching that and
I
the
don't. Yeah,
the
I don't
elation,
think that. What are you going to say?
the elation I felt, and I was just crying my eyes out in elation with watching like England get through, and there was something
Aye.
about that tournament that was just special for me.
Oh, that was special, but I'd never cried at a football match until England beat Germany in the last Euros. Was it the last 16 we beat them? Euro 2020 was it was called Euro 2020, but it was really 2021.
21, yeah,
We beat we beat Germany 2-0 in the last 16.
yeah,
I
yeah.
remember I was at my dad's watching it. When we beat them, I cried I cried. I was crying, and my dad was like, my dad had the cheek to go, "What the fuck you crying for?" Yeah, he
Oh,
fucking cries it, and he out shit on the bloody telly.
oh, do you know what I remember the other day? But randomly, I was on the tube, and I think I had a self taped for commercial. I had to be a fucking Middlesbrough supporter.
Oh.
Don't get us started. But it just reminded us of Massimo Macaroni when he scored in the last minute in the fucking UEFA Cup or something. And Dad screamed like a girl. It was that loud. It was heard on the commentary. If you go on YouTube, someone's
I don't
properly
think I went
screamed.
loud enough there. It was like only dogs could hear it. He was
This bald, macho, like fucking man on the.
like, oh, that was hilarious.
Oh, hey man. I 2021. I think I might have shed a tear or two. Yeah, but it was 2018 is up there definitely still for me. The top.
Oh, I mean, just because, like, in our lifetime, we've never been past the quarter final before that. We'd seen that many World Cups and Euros where we just got a quarter final and just lost on penalties, and it was just
Yeah.
So that tournament in 2018, when we eventually won on penalties against Colombia in the last 16.
That was a big
I was
one.
like, fucking hell, I've actually seen we win on penalties.
Yeah.
Can't believe it.
Well, hopefully there's more to where that came from. I think we've got a good chance.
Oh, we've got the best squad that we'll me and you will see in our lifetime. If we don't win anything like now, then we're never gonna see them win anything. So
Well, I don't
hopefully,
know. I think like football in this country is just getting better and better and better. I can't see like there's kids now that are like playing for Man City under threes or something because they're so talented. Obviously,
no.
but they're getting so good in this country, man. Honestly, you watch how.
I know.
Uh,
If you
right,
look at the talent we've got,
uh,
it's unbelievable.
right, we've got 7 minutes. Have you got
Oh,
anything that you wanna talk about today?
nothing in particular. I don't think we touched on Newcastle United the last podcast.
Yeah, we touched on like
Well,
we touched on music a little bit. We touched on darts. We
mm,
didn't touch on films or Newcastle United.
film, talk about films or what? What do you want to talk about? Like films and that, and what films
Um,
do you?
maybe we can give a taste of like what sort of films that we like to
Mm,
viewers.
yeah,
I know that your favorite film still is Dead Man Shoes. Is it?
no, definitely Dead Man Shoes with Paddy Considine,
We're big fans of Paddy.
Shane Meadows, the
Shane Meadows.
director.
Yeah.
I think it'll be my favorite film till I die. To be honest.
Do you want to have a guess at what my favorite film is? I
I
don't
don't
even know
know.
myself, so I would be very surprised if. But there's one that
And if you don't know yourself, how the fuck am I gonna guess?
there's one I've got in mind, but
12. Is it 12? What's it called? 12.
12
Well,
Angry
12 Angry Men.
Men.
Is
Aye,
that
good.
it?
Aye, well done.
No. Hey,
Hey,
that's a good guess.
I watched it. I watched. There was a remake done in 1987 with Jack Lemmon. Um,
All right.
and I watched that. Just brilliant, brilliant script. Love it, love it. It's all about like conformity,
I've never,
psychological.
I've never got round to watching it. Is it just like all set in like the courtroom or something? Is it?
Just set in one room, 12 angry men in one room, and just yeah, just
Why?
every
Why are
moment.
they all angry?
I think that they're not all angry. Some are just a bit miffed, but you can't have 11 angry men and one miffed. 12, 12 a bit miffed. Man, doesn't quite flow off the tongue, Daniel. You know what I mean? It doesn't quite sell.
No, I'll have to get round to watching that one if
12, 12 ambivalent men. Oh, I don't really want to watch that. Yeah.
12 confused men.
12 slightly uncomfortable men. But yeah, I like Eastern European. I wish I was in more into films now, like I used to be. I don't. For some reason, something's went wrong, and I don't really sit down and watch films anymore. But I used to be a proper like film buff. Do you know? If you notice,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you know. Um, watching films that you probably wouldn't fucking watch in a million years. I had subtitles on from around the world you could only get in certain shops. Fucking, they were made in the 1940s and they were Swedish and they were about fucking death and fucking existentialism. Have that one for free. Okay.
You used to be hard.
Ingmar Bergman mean anything to you? Yeah? Fucking Hitchcock. Fellini. Have that one. Try that one out for size.
God.
Kieslowski. Have a bit of that as well with your chips. What's that? What's that? A side order of Lucas Moodysson.
No,
I'll stop now.
never heard of him.
Lucas Moodysson is a Swedish filmmaker and probably up there with one of my favorite films, probably second behind 12 Angry Men, is this film called Together. It's about
was one of his films that one where it was like a bunch of these young lasses that made a band or something?
Yeah.
Is that one of his?
Yeah, We Are the Best, it's called.
We Are the Best, that was it. I loved that one.
Brilliant.
I remember watching that and I was that was great.
Right, Daniel, we've got a couple of minutes to talk about in Newcastle United. Newcastle!
Oh,
Newcastle,
yeah, right.
You want to talk about Newcastle?
Aye, right. Listen, they were absolutely shit in the first half of the last match, weren't they? Did you watch it?
I didn't. I only watched like the match of the day. Was it Sheffield United still?
Sheffield United at home, they were absolutely shit. They should have been 3-0 down at half
Were
time.
you at the match with you?
No, that was the match before that I went with Claire's lad. We went the Tottenham match where we won 4-0.
Brilliant. Fucking hell,
That was a great day, that. But the latest match that we should have absolutely hammered. We should have hammered them, but
I was listening to it on the radio. I couldn't watch it because I couldn't watch it anyway. I was listening to it on the radio, and I remember thinking we're 1-0 down in the first half. It's not going well here, but then we're second half.
honestly, Newcastle are like fucking Jekyll and Hyde, man. At the minute, they're either absolutely shit or they're absolutely brilliant. So the first half, they were absolutely shit. We should have been losing 3-0 somehow. Somehow we got out of the first half ones each, and then we were absolutely brilliant in the second half and went on to win 5-1. So you just didn't know what's gonna happen with them. Like you didn't know how they're gonna play.
Right, we're gonna have to wrap it up now. But
right.
that was a good one. It was good that we sort of talked about the thing at the start. Hopefully next time, Dean fucking have 2 cans or whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Sorry, no, you are right. You were good. You were good. All
right. No, exactly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't.
It's good to see you anyway.
Right, good to see you. Right, what way doing?
Yes, thanks a lot.
Yeah. Right, take care.